Yeah, so this is a new week. And as I was running through the pairs, I usually have my list of pairs, and then I was able to realize that the JPYs would be the next focus for week 2 of the challenge. And then now that focus is narrowed into something like this, the JPY's strength. So in today's video, we'll just look at the strength of the yen pairs and see how we can capitalize on them. So the most suitable one is the CADJPY. And then we shall look at the other yen pairs. So looking at the CADJPY from the weekly time frame, we need to mark our highs, our lows, and price differences. So definitely, when you look at this is an impulse to the downside and a strong break here. This is to this low becoming our price difference area. So when we mark it like that, we know that from price difference area comes resistances. If it is a price different to the downside or to the upside, we find support. So this is the price difference we marked, and we see why price has failed to break above these areas for a longer period of time. And then we also have another strong price difference area here. And this explains this resistance area here. Okay. And then now the week, which has just closed, we have another strong bearish candle. Price difference. The difference between this high and then this new low is actually from here when price began to leave, and then to just close it up like that. So once we have that, we are actually done with analyzing this pair. Then we can mark our lows. This is our low, which will act as our potential support. And then you go on to the rest of these lows, which are here. So once you have this, the next thing you want to do is, where are we going to trade from? So the best place to be able to trade from is when, if there is a pullback into this region, this is where we shall look for patterns like double tops, head and shoulders, and all of that. So that is what we shall be looking for. And then we'll be targeting all these lows here. But of course, the first lows would be the weekly lows. So this is what could actually happen on GBP, on JPY, and on CADJ. Either price pulls back, gives us a confirmation to continue down, or price just continues to go down. So if that happens, then if it breaks down and continues, then we would have missed the trade. But if there is a pullback, then we would be looking for entries here. But we don't look at pairs in isolation. Like I'd say, this is what we want, the JPY strength. So this strength will cut across all JPY pairs. So you want to add into another pair. And let's look at a EURJPY is also looking good. So from the weekly perspective, again, this has always been our price difference area here. And that is where we've been having resistances from there. And then from here, we have another strong week. The break, this candle creates a difference here and that here. And then we have our lows, which are actually here. But then now that means if CADJ doesn't happen, this could actually happen, a pullback into this area, giving us a confirmation entry, special on the lower time frame, and then we'll be done. So you can go on to the rest of the JPY pairs, but they kind of tell the same story. So we will be looking at all the JPY pairs this week and see which one will give us a very good entry. And once we get an entry, then we can continue on our week 2 with the challenge that we had started. Okay, so we lost the trade last week and now we are at $68. So we want to continue with it this week. So that is what we shall continue to see and see whether we can double it. So look at the other JPY pairs and also see how best we can be able to trade them.